are live.
Yes, we
You
are.
know, yes, we are. Thank you
I'm
guys
trying
for
to look
tuning
something up for
in.
you guys real fast.
Exactly. But thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. This is the best experience with your host, Nick Best and the
Yes.
Angry Dad. Um, you know,
Good
one
evening,
of the things we always
morning
start with. Exactly.
to
We
everybody.
always,
Thanks for watching.
yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, we'd like to thank our new members. So when you join the Patreon, we actually read your name, recognize that you've joined our community, which we appreciate. So thank you so much. And then
Yeah.
the other perk is people who join the Patreon, you know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
join the paid side, guess what? You can ask your questions. If you want to
Mhm.
learn something about Nick, you want to pick his brain about something, you can ask that question and we will read it on air. So,
Yes.
that's one of the perks of joining the Patreon community.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Michelle Yee, thank you very much. We appreciate you. And Shelly Penn, thank you also very much. We appreciate that. It keeps us going, keeps us doing this. So, without you guys, we don't have this. So, thank you. Uh, into the questions. I'd like to ask about the difference between training hard and training smart. Uh, which types of training can be done every day, and which ones require rest days in between to avoid injury? Also, how often should people go? Uh, how often should people of different age groups train? Okay, let me start with that one because that's a good
Yeah.
one. When you're younger, you can train more often. You can train probably fairly comfortably if you're not pushing it to the absolute limit, but you're putting good work in. You can probably train 6 days a week when you're pretty young, all the way up to probably 25 to almost 30. Now, once you get 30 to 35, you need to drop to about 5 days a week ish. Um, is probably the most you would want to do. I would still, even back then, I was training like 4 days a week, four hard training days, and then 3 days off. So basically, it would be 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off. And I did that for probably close to 15 years. And then as I got a little bit older, past 45, I started realizing it would probably be better to train um, 3 times in 7 days
Mhm.
and then simplify it up, or train 3 hard days and 1 light day, just to let my body catch up. And then, so that was probably over 45. You can go to like 3 days a week, right, which is, you can almost equivalent to every other day. 3 days 1 week, 4 days the next week, and then just get a day's rest in between each workout. Now that I'm pushing close to 60, I'm kind of every other day, but I take an extra day when I need it. So it's between an 8 and 9 day training cycle when I circle back to the body parts that are, or the area or the body parts that I'm training. So um, basically, it should be for everybody. I mean, it should be you have a day to train your legs.
Yep.
Okay, that's day one. Day two, you train your chest and triceps. Okay, day three is off. Day four, you're going to want to train your back and your biceps. Take a day off. Day five, or take a day off. That's five. Day six, you're going to want to do shoulders, and a little bit of triceps again. And then you throw calves into there twice wherever you want, once on leg day and once on one of the other days. You're going to want to throw stretching in on your days off, and a little bit of moving activity, but nothing like super crazy. Nothing's going to beat you up. Things that'll just get the blood flowing, like going for 15-minute brisk walks, stuff like that. But nothing too crazy that's going to cause you to have to heal. And then, of course, take that other day off. Now, as I've gotten older, I go on an 8 day to 9 day cycle where it's legs, day off, chest and shoulders, or chest and triceps, a day off, back and biceps, a day off, shoulders and a little bit of triceps again, and then another day off, and then then either take another day off or go straight to legs again on the eighth
Mhm.
day. So it just kind of depends, but that's kind of what I'm doing now, and it seems to be working pretty good. Still feel like I'm maintaining a lot of strength. Still feel quite powerful and stuff like that. But the rest as you get older is more important. You need to be fully recovered before you train again. This is going to really help with injury uh, and preventing that, and then still growing. You don't atrophy until the 10th day. So as long as you're getting workout, getting training in, you're going to be fine. So just make sure you get your training in. You're going to be okay. Now, the difference between training hard and training smart, you want to train hard and you want to train smart, not just one or the other.
Yes.
You need to do both of those together. And training hard is coming in with intensity, not necessarily like you're trying to destroy everything and go crazy, but you come in with a focused and you come in with a purpose. You're not coming in just to go into the gym, go through the motions, say hi to a few people. It's a great place for social gathering, granted, but do that when you're done, or do that before you get started.
Yeah.
Talk to a few people before you get started, talk to a few people once you're done. It's always better to be fully recovered before you get in the car. I don't know how many workouts I finished and my head was spinning. I was really hungry. And I'd sit around and talk for like a half an hour until I felt better and good enough to get in the car and drive home. So, but you want to train hard, you want to train smart. And train smart means listening to your body. And that's probably one of the most difficult things to do, is listen to your body, find what works for you, whether it's heavy weights and low reps and not a lot of sets, or medium weights and medium sets, or light weights and a lot of sets and a lot of reps. Whatever gets you to your goal. If you want to be strong, you're probably going to be lifting heavy weights for not a whole lot of sets, no more than probably 6 to 8 on total work sets on a body part. So if you do bench, you do like a couple sets of heavy bench press, like are your work sets, not your warm-up sets. Those don't count. So work sets, 2 heavy sets of bench press, maybe 1 or 2 heavy sets of inclines, a set of 2 sets of good heavy dips. I used to do weighted dips with up to 300 pounds for sets of 6 back in the day. And now I do my body weight for like sets of 30. So as you get older, things change, and that's okay. I can still do, weighted dips when I'm trying to get to where I can bench press a lot again. I'll still do weighted dips with like 135 pounds. Yeah. But it's, I just go with what my goals are orientating me to for that training cycle or that training day. Do 2 sets of those, and then do a set of presses and flies with the dumbbells. So you do your like presses and then you do the flies where you come in. You're doing the flies in this mainly for stretching. Yeah. You're not doing the flies in it to build muscle. You're doing the flies to the stretching. So like when I was really getting after it, I do a set of the 150 dumbbells for a set of 12. And then I drop down to maybe 25, 35 pounds and do a set of 12, but 10 seconds down, 4 seconds up with the dumbbells on flies to stretch out my pecs. Yeah. And mainly just to stretch out the pecs. And then I do 1 set of incline presses and flies, and my chest was done. Yeah. And that got me up to, a 635 pound bench press at one time. Yep. Raw, no shirt. So it's very effective. It works. And you train hard, but you don't overtrain. I went in there with a purpose. I went in there focused and ready to go. So that's what I mean. It's kind of like when you do cardio. If you're doing cardio and somebody can have a conversation with you, you're not doing cardio right. Yeah. It shouldn't be like you're on there for 45 minutes to an hour. Cardio, it's like 15 to 20 minutes at most. And you're going at such a pace or at such a level that if somebody comes up to you and tries to get your attention, you almost feel bothered, and you really don't want to answer more than one word because you don't want to move your focus from it because it's so difficult. That's kind of how you want to be. You want to be in oxygen debt when you get off of the cardiovascular piece of equipment, and that's going to vary for whatever level you're at. You can still achieve that type of work even at a beginning level because that's the level where you're functioning at.
Yeah.
if that makes any sense. So, um, yeah, so you go in there with intensity and train smart, but you listen to your body. You listen to your body. You figure out what works for you. Some guys go in and they want to do 5 sets of 5 on the bench press, 3 sets of 3 on the inclines, and
Yep.
then do almost no dumbbell work or no dips.
Yeah.
You know, but you find what works for you. And there's progressive methods and stuff like that where you're doing 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps, 5
Yeah.
reps, 4 reps, 2 reps, singles, and then start back over again in those weeks.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 6, 8 week, 5 week training cycle, and you just keep rotating it around. Things like that, training smart. That's gonna be probably the biggest thing, is learning to read your body and figuring out what actually works for your body type and what works for you, works for your leverages.
Yeah.
Some people are designed to just keep going and never stop. They're endurance
Yep.
athletes, and that's okay. Are they ever going to be a world's strongest man competitor? No. But is the world's strongest man competitor, other than Mitchell Hooper, ever going to be a marathon runner? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Exactly.
So, and that's just what it is. So identify what your gift is in that area and maximize it,
Yep.
and do things that are going to increase your mobility and keep you being able to move as you get into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. The goal is to be able to have, a great quality of life as we get older,
Yep.
not to, oh my God, I'm all broken down, I can't move. And,
Yeah. And that's the
you know,
opposite of training smart. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, right.
You're hurting yourself, and you're not giving yourself recovery. You're not giving yourself
Yeah.
an opportunity to feel good. When you
Mhm.
work out, you should feel it, but you shouldn't feel wrecked. And that lets you know that you didn't train smart.
Right. I mean, to where if you're hurting for like 5 days after the training, yeah, too much, way
Yeah.
too much. If you're not feeling anything at all the next day, yeah, that wasn't hard enough.
Yeah.
So find the balance. At about day 2, you should feel the maximum part of your soreness. And day 3, it's gone. Day 4, by the middle of day 3, you're almost like, and then day 4, it's nothing. You still got 3 more
Exactly.
days, 4 more days to recover.
Exactly.
So that's kind of how you want to look at it. That's good. That's what's going to make you last a very
Yeah.
long time and keep those strength levels.
Exactly. And
So,
help you have a happy and healthy workout relationship.
right, exactly. So, and then you can take it to the extreme and decide you're going to go to World's Strongest Man in your 40s 10 times, all the way into
Exactly.
your 50s. So, but there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. So
Yeah.
just be smart about it. Read up on the stuff, learn them. And the thing is a lot of stuff you're going to read is by people with a goal that want you to buy something from them. So ask other people with more experience questions all the time. When you get to run into them at the gym, if you find some old guy that's been doing it a long time, go ask him, have a conversation with him, learn from him.
Yep.
Especially if you're the young kids out there, go learn from them. They're your best source. Their
Yes.
experience is far more valuable than anything you could read in an article.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, and if you see anything like Dorian Yates talking and he talks about training, look at and listen to that.
Yep.
Because that guy would go in, get it done, and be done, and move on to the next thing. Strongman's a little
Exactly.
different than bodybuilding. I wasn't worried about hypertrophy. I was worried about strength and endurance, being able to compete in events. So the training's similar but different.
Yes.
But a lot of the philosophies I got were from heavy duty and the way Dorian Yates does it. But also a lot of it's from Ed Cohen
Yeah.
and Bull Stewart. So I learned a
Yep.
lot from those two guys. And, I can't thank, the 3 of those guys enough. I learned so much from them. It really made a big impact on me.
That's it.
Okay. Let's see here. When I do squats, I'm not sure whether it's okay for my knees to go past my toes. My martial arts teacher used to say that if the knees go past the toes, it increases the stress on the knees and it could lead to knee injuries. Not sure if that's what he said is correct. Well, okay. Well, Yeah, it's correct, but it's not correct at the same time. It is correct. I mean, if you go
Yeah.
your knees go over your toes, yeah, that's not a great angle. But if you're doing it intentionally, you know that you're doing it and you're working your way slowly up and getting stronger doing it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything reckless like, you know, like jump squats or something like that, where you're doing stuff like that. Yeah, it's okay. If you worked yourself into it and your body's used to it, you could be fine. You could be totally
And
fine.
and that's the thing too
There's
is like,
actually there's actually a guy who says knees over toes.
oh yeah, knees
So
over toes. Yeah, the knees over toes guy,
yeah,
which
so
he rebuilt his knees after they've been destroyed.
right. So there's always some truth in some of these things, and there's always
Mhm.
some truths in other things. And
Yeah.
you got to realize if you have a problem with your knees and they hurt like hell when you go into that area, first try strengthening them and then try
Yes.
it again. And if it's something you're just not designed or meant to do, don't do it.
Yeah.
If it starts getting stronger and it starts feeling better and it's not bothering you, you can do it. It's really just that simple. Again, learning your body, learning how to read what works for you.
Exactly.
Not everybody's the same. We're
Yes.
not all built the same. The length of our femurs aren't the same. The length of our shins are not the same. So it just depends on basically
Body
your body
mechanics.
structure,
Yeah,
body mechanics.
exactly. Exactly. And one of those things too is like, people tell you got to go ass to grass when you squat, but people also need to understand everyone's body mechanics are different, but also
Hmm.
too parallel is pretty much standard for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you're like in a competition and you have to break that parallel, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because a lot
yeah.
of, it's, knee and hip have to pass on the from what I think I remember. But
The top of the knee
there's
has
a
to go with the crease of the hip. Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like for most people exercising and for the everyday person, you know, parallel, which means
There's plenty.
thigh. That's me. Thigh next to thigh
90.
to
Yeah.
the parallel to the ground. That's where it needs to be.
Yeah. That's plenty.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have, yeah. So, I mean, if you're getting ready for a powerlift meet, the top of the knee the crease of the hip has to go below the top of the knee. That's it. But it
Yeah.
doesn't mean 2 inches below. It doesn't mean 3 inches below. It means the crease just breaks the plane. That's all you
Yeah.
need to go. And then if you're just doing regular training, just get real close and you're fine. I mean, if you're not going to compete, if you just get down close, you're going to get real strong. You're going to feel real good
Mhm.
and you're going to last a long time. So hope that answers your question.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's see here. What are we going to cover next? Uh,
Well,
Britain's
strongest
Strongest
man
Man.
just happened.
Yeah, Britain's Strongest Man just happened. Tom Stoltman won again,
Yes.
which is pretty good. He's already qualified for World's Strongest Man. As a former World's Strongest Man, you're automatically qualified. As long as you're in decent shape and you say you want to go, you're going to be able to go. At least that's the way it was for the last couple decades, unless that's changed.
Mhm.
Adam Bishop, he qualified. He got second place. He's going again. Patty
Yep.
Hayes is going again.
Yep.
Interesting. Gavin got fourth, and I don't think he's invited yet, but they still have. I think there's 21 guys that's been invited now as of
Yeah.
today, from what I saw. So they still either have 4 positions open because they're doing 25. Because I didn't pay attention to the number that's invited this year yet,
I
or
haven't
it's
seen it pop
30,
up anywhere.
and then, so there's 9 more guys.
Yeah.
So whether they're going to go groups of 5 or whether they're going to go groups of 6, traditional it's groups of 6, but they go to 5
Yeah.
every once in a while. So it just kind of depends on the total number. Either way, there's still 4 more invites to go out that I've seen,
Yeah.
and I can see Gavin's
Yeah.
still getting in there.
Exactly. And I got to hang
Maybe,
out with Gavin for a little bit at
yeah, he's a
World's
good dude.
Strongest Man when he was for the first time we went.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gavin's a good dude. He's a strong guy.
Very good dude.
He's just an all around nice guy. He really is.
Oh
He,
yeah.
just fun to be around, fun to hang out with, fun to talk to. He's just a really good dude all the way around. It'd be good to see him get in there. Luke Stoltman also got an invite, so Luke's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be, I think, Luke's 11th one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Luke's been putting in the time and everything else, and I can see, some people maybe getting in there.
Well, let's go through the list
still
of
worth the
World's
invites.
Strongest Man.
Okay. So you got Patty Hayes.
Yes.
Deserved.
Yep.
Kicked butt last year.
Yeah, he
Bryce
did
Johnson.
definitely kick butt. Yep. Bryce Johnson.
Evan Singleton. Yeah. Oh,
yep.
yeah.
The strongest man on earth.
Yeah. Luke Richardson.
Yep.
Who definitely deserves to be there. Stay healthy.
Yep.
Matthew Ragg.
Yeah.
Andrew Flynn, which he's a strong kid.
Yes.
Fujito, which don't kill me.
Yeah.
Andre.
That guy's strong.
Yeah. Jakob Schoenfeld, also real strong.
Yes, very strong.
That guy's ungodly strong. If he stays healthy, he is something to look out for.
Yeah. The first time we saw him at Myrtle Beach, I was like, who is this guy?
Mm-hmm. Reno Nall, who's the returning champion. The current. Tom Stoltman, who's a 3-time champion. Martin Lisix. Martins. Be good to see Martins come back. See what he does. He seems to be pretty healthy.
Charged up. Yeah, he's charged up.
He's looking pretty strong. So he's good.
He is.
And he is a technician when it comes to events. And he'll be a lot to deal with for anybody.
He looks like he's got that fire under him again.
Yeah, and that's good to see back. I mean, I remember that kid when he was like 19 years old, and we were carrying the ISSA shield, and I was like learning how to pick it up and do stuff with it. And that kid would do everything he could to, beat you, and try with everything he had. He would succeed far beyond what his talent level at that time, which he has that ability to push himself to the point where it's through pain, everything. So it's going to be fun to watch. And of course, Mitchell Hooper, who's also a former champion. Mitch is looking pretty solid all the way around.
He's looking real solid.
Real
solid. He's put on a lot of size.
Yeah.
In the last couple of videos that I've seen him in, I'm like, oh my God, man. He's like he's not doubled, but he's a lot thicker.
Yeah. He's putting on some size. He's getting strong. He's also got a lot of people looking after him. As far as his health goes with all that stuff, which we'll get into that in a minute, because that's coming up in another part when we cover this.
Exactly.
Back to more invites. Evans, Nana, yeah, he's a good kid, and that kid's all heart.
I like it, and he loves to listen. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's always asking questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. He wants to know how to do things or what we think and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Luke Stoltman. So I already mentioned that earlier. Josh Pataka. Hopefully I didn't blister his name too bad.
No, that's exactly how you said it.
Okay. And then, of course, Eddie Williams.
The singing Samoan.
Yeah. he's a pretty bad man. And then Austin Andrade. Yeah, Austin absolutely belongs there. He's
absolutely.
That man's a Sherman tank. That's really strong. Got a lot of heart. And he's actually a really good dude. He's a fun guy to hang out and talk to and be around. Lucas Hatton. Another powerhouse.
Hey, and you remember we were just talking with him at the original OSG before he, not original OSG, but at OSG when he was like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to do this."
Yeah,
and and guess what, man? He literally dialed himself in and prepared himself. He did it completely right on the way he's approached this.
Yeah, he's taking his time. He's taking his time, and now he's there.
Smart.
He's gonna be there for a long time, so it's gonna be fun to watch. And of course, Trey Mitchell, who's been there a lot of times now, and Trey.
He's the big
Trey
ticket.
goes to work in the Big thicket. He goes to work in the off season,
Yeah.
and he literally goes to work in the off season. And he's got his home gym set up to a point where it rivals probably almost. I would almost say even Brian's. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go quite that far, but it's still he's got an amazing home gym. He goes out there, he puts the work in by himself.
Yeah.
Now that's saying something, because nobody's going to see what's going on with that guy till he lets people know.
Exactly.
So if he comes in, he's healthy, he's got a really good shot at anything. If he ever gets his grip straightened out, if he ever gets that to where it's not going to cost him any points, he'll win. He'll definitely win World's Strongest Man. Exactly. And then Nick Gordione, which I love Nick. Nick's a good guy. He gets better every single year like clockwork. Great attitude, great work ethic. Him and Austin and Brade, the Texas boys, they just get in there and they get after it, and they're constantly improving, and they're having so much fun, and they give back to the sport, and they give back to people. So they're both great guys. They both deserve to be there, and they both will have an impact. They really will.
Exactly.
And then my understanding is Adam Bishop got invited again today, which is awesome. Adam's been around a while now. I think the last time I had him in my heat was 2016. And man, that kid, you could see it back then. I mean, he's got a strong back. And he knows the body. He trains people. He helps them with therapy and stuff like that. He's something you can never take him lightly. Never. If he's healthy and he's in shape and he's ready to go, he can be lights out sometimes. So, I mean, it's all going to just be kind of, who's healthiest on that day, who can make it through the 6 events in 2 days and then the other 6 events in the next 2 days. Yeah. It's almost like Strongman Survivor Series. Because like when I first started, you had 4 days to do 6 events. 4 days. 2 events, 1 day, one event, 1 event, 2 events, or any combination of 2-1, 2-1. And then you had 3 days off, and you could do the finals. You had 3 days off to rest and recover, and then you would do the finals. And now they bring the guys in. You get 6 events. You might get a media day, and then you get 6 more events, which maybe it's cost cutting. I don't know, but it's survive. It's whoever's going to survive, whoever can get through into the finals and be the healthiest and ready to go. You're going to have the best chance to make the top 5. So it's going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be great to watch. Yeah, it'll be back in Myrtle Beach.
I know. That was a lot of fun when we went there last time. So,
oh yeah.
Looking forward to going there again. Have to reach out to the guys at Worlds, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a neat thing to go see. It really is.
It'll be April 23rd to the 26th for those that are listening.
So it's gonna be fun to watch, and you don't want to miss it. I mean, you want to come out there, you want to go see it. On the beach, it's amazing out there. It really is.
Exactly. So, it's beautiful. So I'm definitely ready for this year.
Exactly. Now, that brings us to Thor Bjornsson and Mitchell Hooper.
Mountain himself.
And Mitchell Hooper.
Hooper.
They're both doing the enhanced games here in Las Vegas. And
that's it.
What is it? Late September, right?
No, May 24th. It's that weekend of May 24th.
Where did I get September from? That's what happens when you get a concussion in a car wreck. You suffer from CRS sometimes.
That's it.
So that's going to be fun. I'm glad that's coming up like that so soon, because I'll get to see those guys and it'll be a lot of fun.
Exactly. And they're promoting as World's Strongest Man versus World's Strongest Man.
Strongest man. Yeah. And Hooper's pulled over 1,000.
Yeah.
I think it was what, 1,036
I think so.
Yeah. And he tried 1,100 and he had it to his knees. He had it to his knees here in Las Vegas last time.
Yeah.
So can he do it? I would not say he can't do it. I would not.
I would not put it past him because he's a thinker. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't be just jumping into something without having that confidence.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's going to be fun to watch. They're going to the enhanced games, which, it's kind of interesting. But they're going through it pretty good. They're going through all the medical stuff. They're monitoring these guys. They're showing it all.
Yeah.
They're walking them through all these things and all the research that they're doing on them to see what's what as they go through this.
Exactly.
I definitely
this
think
is the test for them.
Yeah. I definitely think Thor will break his own world record.
Yeah. I agree with that.
The question will be is where can Mitchell get to?
Yeah.
I think he's got 1,100 in him. When he got that thing to his knees, I think if he really fought that with everything he had, he probably would have got it.
Yeah.
So that being said, it's kind of like, is it possible? Oh, heck yeah. I think it's possible. We'll see what he plans out. He's a smart. He's probably one of the smartest competitors out there right now.
Yes.
So it'll be fun to kind of watch. Plus I like both these guys. They're just incredible athletes. They're incredible competitors. It'll be fun to watch them go head to head on this.
Big time. And it's the world record bonus of $250,000. You know what I'm saying? So whoever breaks that record,
which is more than every contest pays.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And for only one event.
Yeah, for doing one thing. So I bet Eddie's kind of wishing he hadn't retired at this point.
Well, $250,000,
Yeah.
That's a nice little sum plus to hold the world record. You know what I'm saying? For the enhanced games, it's insane. It's going to be a great feat, and it's going to be happening in Las Vegas, May 24th weekend.
Correct. So we'll be there.
So exactly.
We'll be watching.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And just because originally it was just Thor, and it was going to be great to see him break it, but a little competition always
never hurt anybody.
Never hurt anybody.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be fun to watch. It really is. Looking forward to that.
No, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of strongman news hitting right now. So, the season's getting ready to pick up, and it's going to be hitting hard with everything coming up. So it's
well, the Arnold's
coming up
first.
Yep.
And then Worlds, and then the enhanced games, and then on from there. So the road will be after that. But
Nick, I think we actually covered quite a bit today.
Yeah, we hit a lot. So which is good. I just can't say enough and have enough gratitude for everybody for watching this and supporting us and stuff like that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Without you guys, this is not possible. And ask me questions about training and stuff like that. I will give you the answers. In some more detail than others, but I will give you the answers. And it's gonna be fun for this ride. We'll see who we can get for a special guest coming up soon. Should be a fun one. But go out there and be great. Go out there and really just be good to one another. And as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate and love you all. And until next week, we'll see you.